My name is Hitesh. I've been working in the telecom industry for about seven, and I'm in the IT industry for about 10 years now. And so coming to the AI-driven world, right? Like it's a crazy world. And like, yeah, it is evolving our technology and everywhere. So yeah, I want to discuss about our topic and the real time experience, how we have evolved AI into our applications and how we have built the chatbot for our one of our area in the telecom industry, which is helping thousands of customers in day-to-day life, and it's saving a lot of time. So, so to begin with, I mean, as Murthy mentioned, like, yeah, into the uh, technology, and we have been using the AI world, and and with telecommunications background. So in this session, we will be looking around how we have integrated AI, and how what are the workflows that we have introduced into our system, and how we have, and what are the um, uh, issues that we have identified with machine learning, and how we have come across the reporting, and we'll speak about some of the scenarios, like how we have integrated. So first, to briefly tell you about, like, the artificial intelligence and decision making, right? Like, so like as we are hearing, like most of the enterprises are coming across this artificial intelligence and machine learning. So to give a brief, like, what is the difference between the traditional way of approach and the machine learning one, right? So what we do is, like, we do a case study, and we take the real time examples and scenarios, and uh, we build about. I mean, we use the programming with Python, and uh, and yeah. So the components that we cover here is, like, what are the what is natural language processing, and what are the predictive analytics, and so when it comes to the traditional analytics, right, like how we have did the automation, how, what is the scale of the application, and what is the precision, uh, what, how accurate are we uh, when we were doing it the traditional way, and when now with the AI, right? So here, when we come to an enterprise level thing, like, the volumes and the limitations are, you know uh, so we started exploring our data volumes, and based upon the AI, like, we have achieved the demand forecasting and risk assessment and the personalization. And the key benefits of AI-driven analytics, right? Like, AI's ability to identify patterns and anomalies unpredictable by human analytics, like, and for the real-time insights, uh, the real-time insights, the real-time processing of streaming data for quicker responses and uh, which changes every day depending upon the market changes. And coming to the scalability, uh, like we handle like the large scale of data set across uh, across like multiple areas like marketing, supply chain, and HR, and also like the customer relative data. And so when it comes to the another benefit like predictive and prescriptive capabilities, like turning historical data into actionable foresight. Like we store each and every data, and we 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 have like some key points, and that's how we have a header for each of the data type, and we read through that. And so one of the key areas of applications are like the customer insights and personalizations. Like when it comes to the targeting, so when it comes to particular field like marketing or uh, whenever we launch some new device into the market, like we use this data analytics, like to focus to a particular group of people, um, and for the operational efficiency, uh, like we with the help of AI and the um, machine learning, like we are successfully handling the inventory and the inventory management, and the process optimizing it. Like we are reducing the latencies between our inventory to the front end systems. And one of the key application is the fraud detection and the compliance monitoring. And the other particular area where we are identifying this here is uh, like scenario analysis and forecasting. Like we it is helping us in predicting like what are the certain type of scenarios or the customers that we are looking into, and we are helping the forecasting or the marketing teams to uh, give the better results in terms of sales. And of course, like we have some challenges here as well, like the data quality and the integration issues are one of the thing. And like and the other thing is like we see the changes uh, day to day across the organization, like the company's decisions, and um, so that is one of the challenge. And skill gaps in AI literacy and adoption. Like not everyone is uh, new to the platform, and we are onboarding multiple teams and people. So that is one of the challenge. And so coming to the case studies, like the I mean we companies successfully using AI driven analytics and decision making, like um, for example, we are having the Amazon uh, supply chain. Like we get the recommended feed, um, based upon our previous purchase or whatever the search that we have used in the past. And another example is like the Netflix content. Like, it gives us the recommendations based upon how we have or what we have watched in the past. And the future of AI is it is inevitable, and so I mean the industry is gonna evolve with the AI. So and one of the key insight uh, is uh, data visualization, like how we want to evolve and innovate or bring some new things here. So the importance of data visualization is in understanding and communicating complex data sets. The highlight of evaluation of visualization techniques, from static chats to interactive AI enhanced visuals, like the graphs, or we follow Splunk, and with the new beta feature, like we started building the um, graphical representation and what are the statistics and counts, uh, and we also use the Tableau uh, as an application for the for reporting. So, and like we have, in case if we have to showcase uh, the deeper insights, right? Like this is one of the uh, key feature, I would say. And so let if we talk about the advanced visualization techniques, like as I mentioned, there are multiple options available, like Tableau, Power BI, and which helps for dynamic and filterable views. Like we can view by customer type, what how many customers have ordered the latest devices, and which customer is more interested. um, and uh, and one of the benefits with the advanced visualization techniques is we have a chance of um, data exploration by user like user driven exploration of data, and real time updates, like we get the data uh, real time. Like one of the examples are like Salesforce dashboards, or sales performance dashboards, which allows region-wise filtering, and the network diagrams, and multi-dimensional visualizations, and augmented and virtual reality. Like this is one of the area where our company is more looking into, where we can have the customer, uh, he can choose a device uh, by sitting at home, and he can um, um, have a augmented reality and visual experience of how the devices and what a device can do, and the AI driven visualizations, like using this AI uh, to generate adaptive context aware visualizations, like uh, storytelling, predictive heat maps. Uh, One of the example is like AI generated visual narratives summarizing quarterly financial data. And one of the best practices for advanced visualization is prioritize clarity and usability over complexity, and use color and interactively wisely to enhance comprehension, ensure accessibility for diverse audiences, and we can validate insights with domain experts. And the challenges in adopting advanced techniques, like steeper learning curve for tools and methods, and computational demands for rendering complex visuals, and balancing innovation with audience familiarity. And like predictive modeling uh, and deployment of machine learning algorithms, like we define uh, predictive modeling as the process of using statistical techniques and machine learning to forecast future outcomes based on the historical data. Highlight of the transformative power of machine learning in automating predictions and scaling decision making. And the main objective is like explore the life cycle of predictive modeling and best practices for deploying machine learning algorithms in production environments. So when we talk about the predictive modeling, like we use the data algorithms and statistical methods to predict the future events or trends. Examples like forecasting sales, and detecting the fraud, like what are the like fraud scenarios, and predicting the equipment failures. And the key components of predictive modeling is uh, you know data cleaning and transforming, and feature engineering. um, And how do we evaluate like a predictive modeling? The accuracy and precision. Uh, and like there are several algorithms that we use for predictive modeling. Like one of the popular algorithms are like linear regression and logistic regression, and decision trees and random forecast, which are used for complex nonlinear relationships, and in support vector machines effective in high dimensional spaces and neural networks. This is one of the best deep learning applications with vast data. Like when we have huge data, like this is one of the area. And so what are the steps in predictive modeling is uh, we identify the problem. We predict what are the problems that we are having currently, and in with this one, like we with the predictive modeling and um, like we can have the data collection and pre-processing and um, model building and training, model evaluation, interpretation and refinement, like where we interpret model results to, based upon the business objectives, um, we can refine our test cases. And when it comes to machine learning algorithms, like uh, we turn our prototypes into scalable and actionable tools for real world use. And one of the challenges here is with the machine learning is scalability and latency and monitoring and retraining. So for for deploying the machine learning architecture, like um, we use the batch processing where the predictions can be generated periodically, like the data feed, where we send the feed files to the database, like we inject um, and automation and monitoring, like using the CI/CD pipelines and um, you know with we try to increase the scalability uh, and for the tools and frameworks, like for we use TensorFlow, PyTorch, and deployment using the Kubernetes for orchestration, and we also use Docker for containerizing, uh, and for monitoring, we use machine learning flow, ML flow, and Selden is one of the new framework that we started implementing. And the case studies, like we um, case study our existing data uh, from the future quarter sales, I mean the previous quarter sales, and like um, the the historical data. And so, I mean, if we like when we come to the case studies, right? Like one of the challenges that we usually see is the network downtime and some of the equipment failures, which leads to uh, customer dissatisfaction and customer leaving the network, and which is again causing a revenue loss. And to come over that, like we have implemented the predictive analytics using machine learning models to analyze historical performance data, like what are the errors that we have failed, and um, like what are the preventive measures that we can take. And we have deployed IoT sensors to monitor real-time metrics, um, and used algorithms to predict potential failures before they occur. And with the predictive maintenance uh, and predictive analytics, right? We have reduced our downtime um, of our applications and of our network, and we which in turn improve the customer satisfaction. And like uh, we are in a phase to we are in a phase to uh, drive the customer experiences using AI. But we have a challenge where due to um, the high customer volume and the generic marketing and customer engagement strategies, like since we are open widely, um, to overcome this, like we have launched um, um, a website where they can, go and look and feel the devices and the um, and like we have deployed AI-driven analytics to segment customer based on behavior, preferences, and usage pattern. We used machine learning algorithms to recommend personalized offers based upon the uh, services and loyalty programs. And one of the main feature that we were talking about was the chatbots and virtual assistants, which is helping customers for 24 by 7 customer support. And uh, with help of these, like we advance the customer engagement and which upsell the opportunities. And the one of the other area was the fraud detection. Um, and like there are like many
Hitesh,
possible
how
yeah.
many more slides do you have?
I mean, yeah, that's the last slide.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah, maybe more 2 minutes, and I'll
Okay, okay, good enough. Just want to make sure, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, the real-time fraud is one of our uh, uh, key uh, where we have implemented this, like where customers are um, making a fraud with this SIM swapping uh, for unauthorized account. So we implemented the machine learning models and patterns to monitor ident and modify whoever modifies their device or whoever has a, so we trigger an alarm or alert and detect the fraud. And like we leverage the big data platforms for real-time analytics for monitoring the call and message logs. So the outcome is, we have reduced the fraud losses by more than 15 to 20% and enhance the trust and security. And yeah, I think I can conclude there.